All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Little late night stream. Gotta ship out some whatnot orders. I want to get a little ahead of schedule for tomorrow because obviously tomorrow is Halloween. So if we can get a little extra done and not make our day super long tomorrow, shipping out orders, get everything done nice and early. We got some people coming over tomorrow, so I want to be able to clean the house and help Kayla clean the house. So figured hop on live, do a little bit of shipping. I don't have my mic set up to the computer, so hopefully my voice sounds good for you guys. I also am going to start up TikTok here in a little bit, but figured to hop on, talk to you guys for a little bit before I start up TikTok, because usually when I start up TikTok, I got to start like muting myself and, being careful what I say and all that stuff, and I didn't want to have to do that right off the bat on Facebook and YouTube. So appreciate you guys coming in. Feel free to ask questions, hang out. This will be like a chill stream. Appreciate everybody who asked how I was feeling right before the Whatnot show. I literally slept for like 5 hours today for some reason. I think you guys could tell in the morning I was like a little off. I felt a little off, and I didn't feel sick, but I was like super drained, and I don't know why. I think it's just because I was becoming sick. So I feel better now, though. I feel better. Got a little bit of energy drink in my system that's probably helping out too. So go to bed I can't because I drink a Monster. So I drink a Monster before the Whatnot. I always have to drink something with caffeine before I do the Whatnot shows because that keeps me upbeat and keeps me like active and reading chat. But it's a gift and a curse because I can I'm better at the Whatnot shows, but I'm also worse afterwards where I can't go to sleep. So I probably won't be able to sleep until like 2 o'clock. So passing ramen out for Halloween. Let's go. I'd love a good thing of ramen for Halloween. Okay, I'll put their slippers down here. I'd love ramen for Halloween. I actually had ramen for lunch today for the first time in a long time. I had that spicy chicken ramen, the one that comes in a square box. Oh, so good. Show went well. Yeah, show went really good. Appreciate everybody who came out. I'm really happy the show went good too because I really want to open up a weekday show. Weekday shows are so much easier for us because not only can we do the show, we don't have to worry about the kiddos because everybody's already in bed because they're used to being on that schedule. They're not trying to stay up late on Saturday. So all the girls are in bed like after the show. It's nice and easy. But then also like tomorrow, they're all at school. So shipping a show, like trying to ship a show on a Saturday morning before we set up a Saturday morning show is like really, really hard. With all the kids running around, Joey's in and out. But tomorrow, it's literally just going to be me and Kayla in here. We'll be able to ship this entire show. If it was just me and her shipping, an hour or less to ship that whole show. Because as she's folding, I'm printing out labels, I'm setting up boxes. Usually by the time I set up and build a box, then she's got her stuff all folded. I just throw it in the box next piece. So appreciate you guys. Get some sleep tonight? I will. I'll get some sleep, but not right now. You don't look good. That's what I think about you, sir. You get the ring finger. I actually love these shirts, by the way, Serfs. I got one of these in the bulk buy I did like 2 weeks ago. These shirts are amazing. I love them. I love them. I know you love them too. You love mommy. Reading chat. You mean reading it wrong? Probably. Yeah. I probably read a million chats. The people's names tonight too. I always butcher names so bad. I used to be a mailman, as you guys know, and I used to butcher names so bad. Even the people that I delivered to every day, I would always mess up their names. So I had grilled grilled cheese. Nice. Another thing I haven't had in a while is grilled cheese. Show me lights inside your light box. So glad you feel better. I can't really show you because I'm on this camera. I'm about to go live on TikTok here in a little bit. And when I go live on TikTok, if you come over to TikTok and ask me the same question, Tammy, I can. The lights on the inside of my box, though, as soon as you walk into the box, so if you put your head inside the box, right above, I have 2 lights there, and then I have 4 lights going down the sides. So right on the very front bars on your left and your right, there's a set of lights there, and there's a set of lights below. But I'm on my computer screen. I can't really take you guys over. So great show. Appreciate you. Yeah, it was a fun show. It was definitely a fun show to run. Midweek show. Like Thursday night shows during the week. I'm a cougar out on the prowl. You're a cougar out on the prowl. What does that even mean, Angel? What does that even mean? You're a cougar out on a prowl? That's like something Surfs would say. But yeah, I think Thursday shows. I think we're going to set up another Thursday show next week, which will open us up to possibly not doing a Friday show because I'd rather have Fridays off for family reasons and just hang out with the family because that's usually nights we do stuff, and then have Saturday and then possibly open up another weekday show. I think that's the move, is doing like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, Thursday, have off Friday, do a Saturday show, and be like Saturday be like a theme show, and then like Wednesday, Thursday be like maybe one theme show and one like random show. I like the random shows. They're always fun. By the way, if you guys are watching this on Facebook, I just did a bunch of story posts. I did like a story post blast If you are considering doing content, I highly suggest going and just watching those stories because it's so easy to make content nowadays, and I think a lot of you could be super successful. And all you have to do is, like I said in the stories, research videos like you do research eBay sold comps. The other day I was just scrolling. It was like 2 days ago. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this lady. She popped up on my page and she just made this really simple video. It was just her going and finding a Patagonia jacket, and all it said on the top of the screen was, "Thanks to the Goodwill worker who priced, or to the Goodwill worker who priced this." And then it showed the price on the Patagonia jacket, and it said like $2.59 or something like that. And then she just wrote thanks, and that's all her video is, just showing the Patagonia jacket, showing the price, and saying thanks, and then doing that little header. And the reason why the header works good is because it draws people in. They think that Goodwill overpriced that item, and they at the end they see that Goodwill didn't price the item that high. And then as soon as people see that, you get the people that come in and just be negative and like, "Oh, you're reselling from the poor, you're stealing from the poor, blah blah blah." I copied that video literally to a T. Gave her credit on the video because I want to make sure she got her credit, because I did copy her video 100%. I usually don't do that, but I copied her video 100%. And gave her credit. I actually had a conversation with her in the background today, talking back and forth with her about content. But that video is sitting at 2 million views right now, and it's just been posted for like 26 hours. That video is probably going to hit somewhere between 5 to 10 million views, which means I'm going to make somewhere between $500 to $1,000 off of a video that took me 2 minutes to edit. Literally 2 minutes to edit that video. Go watch the video. I just cut out the front, cut out the end, and when I posted it to Instagram and Facebook, I just wrote a caption at the top, and then I wrote thanks, just like she did, and I popped up a sold comp. Super easy video to edit. That video's already made me $200. It's on the way to making 500 and then 1,000. That video will probably live forever too. So if you're a content creator and you want to be able to make content, literally copy that video and then go watch other people's content and get ideas from other people's content. Because I think content is, a lot of people overthink it. That video is the perfect reason not to overthink it. It's so easy to do. So you saw the video? Yeah, it's a good one. So right inside the box, you have two right and left. Yeah, two right and left, so they stacked on top of each other, just one on top of the other, right and left. And then right above, when you walk in, right above you, I have two facing down towards the item. It does leave a little bit of shadows, but I think shadows are okay. It doesn't need to look pure white in the background. I think shadows actually add depth to the item, which makes it look like a real photo. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. People overthink the shadows in those light boxes. Like, oh my god, I see a little tiny shadow behind it. It's okay. Your items will still sell. It'll make your items look better. So, beautiful single woman on the weekdays. I'm a beautiful single woman, and my weekend nights I try to go out. Got you. Okay, I got you. Okay, I get you. I get you, Angel. I see you. I see you. Okay, okay. You like the weekday shows because the weekdays are when you're not out on the prowl. I got you. I like that. I like the honesty. I like that. All right, we're gonna get shipping some stuff. I'm about to fire up TikTok. So you have great info and have learned a lot. Appreciate you, eBay for life. Appreciate you. All right. Somebody just commented on my video. Predators take note. It's so crazy the amount of the amount of people on Facebook that just go wild over those videos. They literally go insane. Let me see where it's sitting at right now. I love checking videos. I knew that video was taken off too. It's always a good feeling when you see your comments in your notifications feed. Like every like 30 seconds you're getting another comment, and that means that video is taken off. Where is it at right now? I don't usually do this when I'm looking at my videos, but like check them every. So it's at 2.1 million views. So since we started this live, we've been live for what? 5 minutes. I've already gained another 100,000 views on that video. That's freaking wild. So I thought I was on TikTok. No, I'm about to fire up TikTok. I wanted to start on here first because I can say whatnot and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. As soon as I start up TikTok, I got to kind of mute myself. But I figure this will be like a little chill night. I'm probably not going to pack that much. Just answer questions, hang out. Walk me through how you have a discount deal set up on eBay. I can. Let's do that before I fire up TikTok too. It's a good idea. I got an offer. I can check that in a minute. Let me slide you guys over so I can read the chat while I'm doing this. All right. Let's just go on my eBay. My eBay, by the way, chat, if your sales have been slow today, so have mine, so don't worry too much about it. See, I got a new offer right there on this Orvis. I'll check that in a second. You're going to go into marketing, and then you're going to go into discounts, I believe. Let me see. Marketing discounts. Yes. marketing discounts, and then you're going to create a discount. So you can see my 2 discounts I have active right now are 10% off $50 or more, and I have free ship when you buy 2+ items. The way you create that discount is right here. You go here, and then you go to either shipping a discount or sale event, either one of those. So the shipping discount is obviously a shipping discount. That's, buy 2, you get free shipping. Sale event is like a markdown sale. Order discount is also the order. So if you buy 2, or if you buy more than $50 worth of items, you get that 10% off. So that's how you set those up. There's each and every one of those are a different kind of discounts. You got to pick and choose which one works best for you. If you just want to run a sale in your store, that would be a, what would that be? That'd be a sale event. So you'd run a sale event on your store, like 10% off everything for Christmas or something like that, or like a Thanksgiving sale or November 1st sale. You can do a 10% off sale of everything in your store. You set that up like right there. If you want to do the same discounts I do, it's the other 2. But you can pick and choose. There's tons to choose from. So I just did my second sale on Depop after second sale after 4 months. Oh, I had a sale today. It was actually just bread and butter. It was a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater sale. But I accepted 3 offers yesterday on the same sweater, and I messaged 2 of those people back, kind of similar to the one that I posted the other day, and I was like, "Hey, are you planning on buying this, or are we just sitting here making offers? Like, what's going on?" I think I'm gonna message everybody back like that just to see their responses. And one guy was just like, "Sorry, bro, found a better deal," and I was like, "So why didn't you message me back and say, hey, I'm not interested anymore? I literally accepted your offer." But I had that person, and I got another person who was like, not interested anymore. Like, I was like, what is this? Like, why does Depop do this? It's such a stupid system. Like, just make people pay. Just make people pay. I think Whatnot's going to dominate all platforms eventually. eBay is slipping with changes. Investors are already reacting. Yes, I actually was just talking about this in text thread with 2 other people. I'm not gonna say those 2 people are, but I guess I could say those 2 people are Ethan Surfs. We were just talking about the changes. Ethan reached out and asked about it, and then me and Surfs and him have been going back and forth. But I literally said in that text thread, I said, while eBay is charging customers more, Whatnot is finding ways to give their best sellers discounts on fees, like literally giving them more oomph to come to Whatnot and start making more money there. So I've been asked this question before, and I'll answer it now. People always ask me, like, why don't you do your whole business on Whatnot? Why don't you just move all your stuff over to Whatnot? And I know we could be super successful doing that. I always just don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. I think having multiple platforms definitely helps. Like, I can get banned on Whatnot for any reason at any time. I could slip up and say something on a live accidentally, and somebody reports me, and I get my account banned. I could joke with Surfs like we do, and somebody could get offended by it, and I get my account taken away, and then I'm back to square one. So that's why I like having multiple platforms. But now with these new changes in January, I'm highly considering moving most of my business to Whatnot, changing the way we sell, and moving a majority of my business to Whatnot. To do that, I have to set up a couple things. One of which is I need bulk. So I need bulk inventory shipped to me, because I'm going to have to do volume, like a lot of volume, like literally sell somewhere around 200, 300 units a day. I need to do multiple shows, multiple volume, which I'll be able to get from consignment, but I'm also working on getting bulk delivered right to my door, which is what I really need. And then once I get that set up, I probably will move most of my business to Whatnot. I'll make videos about it. I'll tell you guys what the moves are going to be. I'll show you guys. Will I still sell on other platforms? Yes. I think having some inventory listed elsewhere is a good idea, but I'm highly considering it with these new changes. I mentioned this to Surfs, and I mentioned this to Ethan in the chat, and I'll say it here. eBay cannot hide behind these changes and say that these are pro seller. These changes have nothing to do with being pro seller. We get zero advantages for them charging us promoted listings on items that they don't actually promote. If I make a sale through a non-promoted listing just because Joe Schmo clicked on it 30 days ago, that doesn't make any sense. There's no extra benefit. The only benefit to this change is to eBay. They make more money. That's it. There's no way they can hide behind this. That's why a lot of sellers are upset. Will it ruin eBay? I don't think so. I think eBay is going to make more money. Maybe they'll be able to implement more changes and maybe, invest in AI and things like that. Maybe that's why they're doing this. But the move is basically, hey, sorry seller, screw you. We're going to take more money from you. And I don't think that's right. There's literally no benefit to this as a seller. We get no extra benefit except for we pay more for promoted that we're already doing. So that's how I feel about it, and that's why you see a lot of people upset because yeah, it's not a great move. Can you list individually, or do you have to do a show? Can you list individually? Yeah, there's a whole marketplace on Whatnot. I've actually made sales individually. I use Vendu sometimes to cross list some of my inventory over to Whatnot because Vendu is the only platform that does so. And I've made sales off shows, like just randomly during the middle of the day, I'll get a sale on Whatnot. So they have a whole marketplace. You can literally shop on Whatnot just like you can shop on eBay. A lot of people don't because Whatnot's known for auctions. It's kind of opposite of eBay right now. eBay has a live selling platform, but not a lot of people use that. They go to the marketplace to buy, and Whatnot's opposite. Most people go to the live auctions instead of the marketplace to buy, but you can still make sales on the marketplace. I just wish Nifty would come out with a cross lister because I think Nifty will do so much better than what Vendu currently has. I don't think Vendu has a very great cross lister for specifically Whatnot. Every time you cross list over there, you still got to go back and edit your listing. So you don't get all the fields fill out. You have to still go through and edit, which just takes extra time. I don't like it. So I'm about to fire up TikTok, by the way. So if I have to mute myself for a couple words, I will. But yeah. They don't even give the promotion fees. What do you mean by that? The promotion fees for what we were just talking about? God, that video is blowing up. What's up, everybody? All right, so shipping out some orders. Appreciate all the questions, too. Feel free to keep asking your questions. I'm just going to head over here and try to find my orders and ship all this stuff out. Maybe Nifty could add it. I think it could. I don't think that's where her focus is right now. I actually think she's doing a lot of updates to the AI lister right now. So the AI lister is getting a revamp. If you haven't noticed in the last couple days, your AI listings have looked a little different. There's more words in the title, and there's also different sections within the listing. So like they have a US and EU size now, so you can choose between both of those. There's a lot of differences, and it's not done yet. I think she's still updating it. So within the next week, you should see a different AI lister on Nifty. It will look completely different. What's up, everybody over on TikTok? Welcome in. I've been live on Facebook and YouTube for a little bit, talking to them, and now we're live here. I figured I'd start there so I didn't have to mute myself every 5 minutes talking about certain platforms and all that. So, but we're gonna ship out today's WN orders. If you missed the show, you missed a good one. It was a nice show. It was a nice full show. Where is the numbers? I think it starts down here, right? 81. Nope, that's 84. 81. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long to ship out the show. It should be an easy one. Join through an invite you shared. I didn't share an invite. Let's go. Appreciate everybody hopping in. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We're just gonna hang out, ship some items, get some work done before tomorrow, because tomorrow's Halloween. So I wanted to get a little jump start on getting some shipments out. I think I have smaller bags down here somewhere. I actually want to use these bags first. These bags are my worst bags that I have. I did an order on bags, but they sent me the wrong ones. They sent me these. I don't even know if these are going to work. I guess they will work. We can put them in there. It'll work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. These are like non-sealable bags. I ordered the sealable ones, and I think the warehouse mixed up the bags that I was supposed to get. Oh well. All right, that one's shipping out. That little Polo Ralph Lauren sold for 21 bucks tonight, which is a pretty good deal for a women's piece. We don't really get too many women's polo pieces on our shows, so I was happy to get that one in. All right, let me plug in my printer because I don't have it plugged in yet. Let's get some shipments done. Appreciate all the likes on TikTok. Again, if you guys are hanging out, feel free to ask questions. We're just doing some shipping. Doing a little bit of shipping. I figured I'd hop on for a little bit and ship a couple orders. Charge the promotion fee. Comes here and don't give you a certain amount that is gonna change per click or whatever. So they say we have to adjust our fees accordingly, but we can't do that because we don't have a set fee. Well, when you do promoted, you do have a set fee. You set your fee promotion. So, for example, right now I do a 9% promotion on mine. So basically, if I promote mine at 9%, it's almost guaranteed that the majority of the listings that I have will be charged that 9% fee. That's how it works. Before, people wouldn't be charged a fee unless they clicked on your promoted listing and bought through that promoted listing. Or they came back within 30 days and bought the item. So if they clicked your promoted listing but came back and found your organic listing, you would still get charged that promoted fee because that specific person came back and bought your promoted. Now how it works, which is very annoying, come January, is basically if Surfs comes and clicks on my promoted listing, right? If he clicks on my promoted listing, that starts a 30-day timer. Now, if Ethan comes to my store and organically finds that item and buys it without going through a promoted pushed listing, I will still be charged the promoted fee, even though somebody completely different came in and found my listing organically on the platform. That's how it's going to work. It makes no sense. You're basically paying the platform a fee for not actually giving you the service that you're paying for, right? Because they're saying that, hey, we had Ethan buy your item, but Surfs is the one who clicked your promoted. But because Ethan bought your item 30 days after Surfs clicked it, you're still being charged a fee. It literally makes no sense. The only way it makes sense is it's beneficial to the platform itself and not to the actual seller. So I knew you were going to say something about that. I tried to mute myself. Yeah. Hey, look at that. I'm on your For You page. Are you going to lower your promoted? I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm going to see exactly how my store is affected, how my fees are affected. But I was just having this conversation with Facebook and YouTube before I started TikTok up. I think in the new year, I'm going to move a majority of my business to the live selling platform instead of listing a majority of my items to the other platform. I get asked that all the time, like, hey, why don't you move all of you're so good, you're making so much good money over there, why don't you just do that all the time? And there's two reasons why. One, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. And two, I've already done the whole 5 days a week shows, like doing a show every single day of the week, 5 days a week. And we saw a drastic decline in prices after we did that for about 2 months. We had about 2 months of really good sales. This is where during the mortgage payoff thing, we saw really good sales for 2 months, and then people just got bored of it. So the thing I have to consider is I have to bring in new inventory. I have to have new ideas all the time because you can't just produce the same shows over and over again. You can't just have the same items over and over again, expect the same results. You have to forever be changing. You have to make it interesting. Otherwise, people aren't interested and they won't watch you anymore. So either I have to pump out content about it, or I have to rely on consigners to give me better items or newer styles or things like that, or I have to source my own stuff and have it constant supply of like newer brands coming in. So that's what I'm working on for the next couple months. I'm going to brainstorm that and do my best to facilitate that because yeah, I want to move most of my business over there. It just makes sense. If you think about it, when you post things on the bay, right? Your items are stuck there and you have to wait for the buyer to come find it. If you can build an entire business around the live selling platform and people come to you because of you and not just finding your items, you will succeed and I get money instantly. After I ship today's show, if Kayla and I were out here and it took us an hour to ship this show, this is how much money we would have instantly in our PayPal account. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to flip the screen. That's today's show. I'd have that instantly in my PayPal account, and I sold this many items minus the sponsored things too that we did on the show. So it was about 100. Hold on, I can tell you exactly how many items it was. It was 91 items. So we sold 91 items. These are gift cards and all that stuff that we did during the show too. But that's how much money would instantly be dropped into my account. You cannot do that on any other platform. You just can't. You can't have sales that fast. You can't do it. So that's why I'm considering it. It's just, do I want to move my entire business there? And I'll still list on other platforms, but I'm considering it. Specifically, speak the item brand shows, and I find my sweet spot. Yeah, you definitely have to try new things. You could unpromote and then repromote every few days to break the cycle. No. As soon as somebody has clicked on your item, you have a 30-day window. Even if you unpromote that item, you will still get hit with that promoted fee. So if you try to play the game of promotion, unpromotion, promotion, unpromotion just to see if you can get people to click on it, you're still going to pay the fee. It works the same right now too. If you promote your listing and somebody clicks on your listing and then that same person comes back in 30 days and buys it, even though it's not promoted anymore, you will still get hit with the promoted fee. So, and you have to work on getting women's stuff. Yeah, that's true. I have to work on getting women's stuff. Erica, you love that. You love that chat, by the way. Oh my God, it's so funny. I was just talking to the chat before this. If you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on TikTok, you missed part of the opening of this live because I started over on the other two platforms. But I have a video right now going absolute bonkers on Facebook. It's a video I actually posted here yesterday. Same exact video. The one here is doing okay, but on Facebook right now it has over 2 million views and it's just filled with people, negative people. It's so funny. All those people are just driving that post wild. And I'm up to, I think, $200 revenue off that video now. It's got 2 million views. So for about every million views on a video like that, you get paid $100. So I'm at $200 made on that video. And I talked about this on the live with them is if you're considering making content, just literally copy that video. That video is guaranteed to almost always go viral if you have a good item in your video. That's all you need is a good item on your video. What's up, Amy? Today, Red, Wine, Blue. I found a Coogee men's extra large for $19.99. Let's go. Nice. Was it a super colorful one? Do you think enough pushback and they change the policy? Possibly, but I don't think they'll change it until they see their bottom line being affected, right? Their investors getting mad. Some kids following me and want to sell it 10 for $75 in the store. I said no. Yeah, if it was a colorful one, keep it. Nice. $19.99. That's insane. Red, white, and blue too. They usually price those up. Oh yeah, you have been over here. You have a different name though over there. It's the same name, but it's a longer name over there. So basically, those people who have clicked on those items if you promote and unpromote every few days. Yeah. Also, what we haven't considered yet is the people that just think of this. Let's say you have a store and you have a replenishable product. Let's say you sell light bulbs, for example. You have 1,000 light bulbs listed under one specific listing, right? Just think about this. That person is almost guaranteed to always pay a promoted fee. All they need is one person to click on it every 30 days, and every single sale underneath that listing will always get hit with a promoted fee. Do you see how wild that is? Even if it's not clicked on a promoted, like let's say that person sells 1,000 light bulbs a month, and to be pushed to the top of search, they promote their listing at 10%, right? They have enough margin that right now, not everybody who's clicking on is clicking on the promoted. They're just finding it organically. Let's say 50% of what they sell is a promoted fee right now. In the future, 100% of what their sales are going to be promoted. Nobody's even considered that because we all sell one-offs and everything. We sell one singular shirt. We don't worry about selling multiples. But when it comes to people that sell multiples, they are guaranteed to get hit with that promoted fee. That is atrocious. that is so bad. Every 30 days, if they just need one person to click on that listing every 30 days, boom, you get hit a promoted fee for 30 days. And then on the 29th day, if somebody comes in and clicks on it again, restart that timer, you're now getting hit with promoted fees for the next 30 days. So what's up, Rivian? I went to Red, White, and Blue today and found some amazing stuff. You need to let Kayla come with me. I told her she can come all the time. She's allowed to go with you. She was sick the last 2 days, Erica, so you don't want her to go with you. Same with me. I've been sick today. Hopefully I'm better by tomorrow. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the promoted listings changes. If you haven't seen what they are, I have a post on my Facebook and Instagram. You can go check it out. It's got all the details on it. When you say in your videos that a shirt is worth 30 to 40 or any number, is that including shipping? So usually it's just the $35 cost. So like if I pop up a sold comp and it says $25 plus shipping, I'll usually in the video, Xavier, I usually say it's $25, right? Because it just says $25 on the listing. And typically when you're talking to an average person who's watching that video, you don't want to really say 25 plus shipping because the only people that understand plus shipping are people who actually sell on those platforms. You just want to put $25. So it doesn't include shipping. Usually when I say I sell something too, like even in the morning, when I say I sell something for $25, you have to assume that's $25 plus the shipping cost. I never really talk about the shipping cost. Yes, and less returns too. Like almost no returns. As long as you're selling good items, you almost have no returns. In the last month though, we've been selling more volume and we have been receiving um, more messages about items that have small flaws in them that we're missing just because we're doing more volume. That's going to happen. We always take care of those people. So if you ever buy from us and you see some kind of flaw that makes your item not worth it at that point, then you can always reach out. We'll always take care of you. But with the volume that we're doing now, it's just impossible to like really look over each and every piece. But we do our best to tell our consigners like that's your job. Make sure you look over these pieces, so that way we don't have to worry about people wanting to return. But I think every month, if I had to guess, we do like how many items do we sell a week? Probably sell like 400 to 500 items a week on that platform. So around 2,000 items a month, somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 items a month. We maybe get 2 to 3 people that want to return an item out of all those. So that's like a really, really good number. So we're not really too worried about it. There's always going to be something that we miss. We're not perfect, but we always take care of the people that, have issues. We always will help them out. And usually we don't even let the consigners know. We just take the hit on those because we should have done a better job looking it over. Stops me from clicking on competitors' whole store. So what stops me from clicking on competitors' whole store? Well, I can't even say your name. So if you go to my store and you click on my items organically, I don't get hit with a promoted fee. The only time you will force me to pay a promoted fee is if you search for a specific item in my store and find the sponsored listing. If you just go through my store and click on all my items, none of those items are promoted because you're organically going into my store to find those items, if that makes sense. But let's say you know how I take photos of my items, right? So if you go into search for a Tommy Bahama shirt and you see my style of photo and you're like, oh, I think that's K-Way's listing, you click on that, then my promoted fee would start. So that's how the promoted fee works. It says sponsored underneath the listing. So let's just go into Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt. So for example, let's see a sponsored listing. Sponsored. Where are you? Sponsored right here. See all these? See how it says sponsored right here? Those are, if you're watching over here, you got to go to the other platform. I just got to flip the camera for you guys. See how this says sponsored underneath the listing? Those are all promoted. So those are getting promoted because they are promoting at a certain price point. But if I go into their store and I find those listings organically, they won't get hit with a promoted fee. So how come you're not running a buyer giveaway like you used to? I used to do that, and to be honest, BCAT, I actually like doing the all, like giving it out to everybody who's on the show. So instead of investing in $100 pair of Nikes and giving those away, instead I like doing the $10 gift cards constantly for two reasons. One, the buyer appreciation giveaway, it actually steers people away. If the prices are too high in your show, they're like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm just going to go to a different show because these prices are too high for me. And to get in that giveaway, I have to pay up for the items, and it makes people actually upset too. Like, I got to pay up for items to get into this giveaway. Whereas if I just do the $10 ones and I just give away $10 all the whole live, it not only keeps people in the show the whole time because they can get free opportunity to get $10, but it also helps the consigners too because now I have a bigger crowd the entire live. So we figured it makes more sense. I would rather give a free pair of $100 Nikes away and not do a buyer appreciation to do a buyer appreciation. We've tried both, and I see way more success, and it fits my brand more better to just give away stuff instead of like have people buy in to get something. Click on the pics that says sponsor. There you go. Yeah, don't do that anymore. you're gonna force people to you're gonna force people to be mad at you. So what's up, Khalid? Are you going to continue to sponsor? I'll have to see how it changes in the beginning of the year. I'm gonna look at the numbers. If I'm getting the same amount of sales, but I'm paying more in promoted fees, I'm going to drop my promoted. I'm going to drop my promoted, which might drop my sales a little bit. But like I was just saying, I'm probably going to move most of my business to the live selling platform in the new year. So the promoted fee doesn't really affect me too much, and I think that's actually what's going to happen to a lot of sellers. They're going to start finding other platforms. Right now, the live selling platform that we are currently selling on, if you guys saw tonight what happened, that platform is giving the Bay a run for its money. And instead of fighting against that platform, now the Bay is charging their sellers more, which is making sellers want to go to other platforms. So I don't really get the whole move. It doesn't make any sense to me. Makes zero sense. You're a new seller? Okay, cool. Nice. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm not shooting their photos in square mode. Could you enlighten? Most resellers are not shooting their photos in square mode. Can you enlighten them on that? Sure. I can actually show you examples of it. Let me see. Let's just look at these listings again, and let me see what is in square mode and what is not. So look at the photos that you see on your screen right here. On this row right here, 2 are in square mode, 2 are not in square mode. Do you watch football? Not Thursday night games, no. I'm always busy Thursday night. Whoops, I don't want to mirror. So, whoops. On these 4 photos right here, 2 are in square mode, 2 are not. You see how the square mode fills out the photo? You see how much better that listing looks compared to this listing? First off, this person took their photo a mile away from the shirt. Same with this person's photo. This person actually has a really good photo if they would just take their photo in square mode. This same thing. It's not in square mode. You can see the white borders on the side. Oh, see, I got a restriction. See the white borders on the side? I think this photo is much better. Also, this photo is much better. So that's square mode right there. 1x1 on Android and the new iPhone update. That's what it's called. This is the difference. You just get a full photo on search results instead of one with borders around it. So I'd highly suggest it. It takes 2 seconds to change your item from being regular view to square mode view. So easy. Did you watch football? No, I didn't watch football. No, I was doing a WN show tonight. I got to do a reset over here though. I just got a violation. I don't know why that violation. I didn't say any platforms. Maybe it's because I showed my screen. I'm official eBay support system. How can I assist you today? Please let me know the issue you're facing, and I'll be happy to resolve it as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing eBay support. What? You're not eBay support. Because you showed the screen, yeah, probably. That apple juice? No, that was iced tea. Now that I shouldn't be drinking iced tea either because I just got done. But this is the only thing we have to drink. I've had sales multiple daily since I took your advice on the promotion campaign. Let's go. That's awesome. At what point do you think it's wise to pay a subscription fee for eBay? How much do you pay monthly? I pay the yearly for 10,000 listings. I think it's like the 3rd store option. I think once you get over 250 listings and you start paying the insertion fees, you need to do the math to figure out what is the specific time when you should be paying for a store subscription. Also, if you want to be able to run sales and markdowns and things like that, you're over 250, you want to be able to run sales, you want to be able to give discounts to your buyers, you're going to have to pay for that store subscription. That's the only way you get it. Yeah, no water. That's apple juice. No, it's tea. Do you think resellers will get busier or will slow down the next few months? Do you think resellers will get busier or will it slow down the next few months? We're heading into Christmas time. Christmas time means more sales, means more people are going to be working even harder, not less harder, more harder. That's what she said. I got a message on Whatnot saying that I needed to verify my account, but I think it was really a scam. If it's telling you to go off platform, yes. If it's just a notification on your Whatnot, then no. It's actually Whatnot telling you need to verify your ID, probably because you need to verify your payment or something like that so you're able to bid. There's a lot of shows that turn on verified buyers only, which means Whatnot has verified that person's identity to make sure that they're actually the person they're saying they are so they can bid on their shows. So most likely that's what it is. On our shows, we have that turned off because we turned it on and we saw a really big decline in sales because a lot of people don't like to verify their identity. So yeah, that's probably what you saw. So that's what she said. If anyone buys anything for Christmas, I'm gonna return it. It buys me anything for Christmas, I'm gonna return it. Yeah, because you have too much shit in your house. Are you gonna sell live on eBay too? No. eBay's live selling platform is not where Whatnot's is. eBay's live selling platform, I don't know of anybody who's making full-time income. Never heard of anybody who's making a full-time income selling live on eBay. Yet I've heard plenty of people that make a full-time income selling live on Whatnot. We can make a full-time income selling live on Whatnot right now if we really, really, really wanted to. We actually do. We do. So if we wanted to move our entire business over there and make more money, we could definitely do that. I don't think that's possible on eBay yet. I don't think eBay has promoted their live selling enough. They've put enough effort into trying to get people over there that there's enough people over there making it full-time income. Talking to the screen, he says whatnot. Apparently, that's because I already got a restriction. So I can say whatnot, I can say eBay, I can say Poshmark, I can say Mercari, I can say all of them now because I already got their restriction. So now they can't do anything. They don't ban people anymore, Barry. They just give us restrictions to make us get off the For You page. So that way, to get back on the For You page, you just end your live and then go live again, and the restriction's gone. That's how it works now. It's really stupid. What's up, House of Investing? What do you think is the best way to source 500 plus pieces of clothing to sell on eBay every week? Wholesale, 100%. If you don't have good thrift stores in your area, you don't have a bins, wholesale, or if you have a bunch of people that go to the bins locally to you, let them know that you'll buy pieces off of them. If you have people that source the bins all day, let's say you have 2 bin stores in your area, they're both 45 minutes apart. I would go to one bin store and another bin store. The Goodwill bins is what I'm talking about. And talk to a couple people there and say, hey, these are the brands I'm looking for. If you find any of these brands, I'll buy them off of you. And that might be a way for you to get a couple hundred extra pieces a month. But to get 500 or more, you're going to have to find wholesale. Appreciate you, good guy. Appreciate you. Yes. We are back. Great. Oh, you did a Whatnot show? Nice. Let's go. Good Guy Flips. If you guys aren't following Good Guy Flips over on Whatnot, make sure you give him a follow. My opinion, this economy, making the secondhand e-commerce, 100%. People think in a bad economy, like what we do, is actually going to take a hit. It actually skyrockets because people still want to buy Lululemon t-shirts, right? They just don't want to spend $100 on a men's Lululemon t-shirt at Lululemon. So what they'll do is they'll go to the secondhand market and find one in excellent pre-owned condition and buy it for $25. They still want to buy these. Everybody's still going to want to spend money. It's part of living, is spending your money and buying stuff you like. So the second-hand market will actually boom in this economy. It's always boomed. So, yeah, I'm looking for bulk. Great advice, homie. Yeah. You just have to vet your wholesaler. So I did just reach out. So if you guys see my Instagram and Facebook posts over the last couple days, I've been posting there that I'm looking for wholesale Ralph Lauren. I actually got a connection, and the first buy I'm doing off of them, I'm not spending $10,000 on a huge buyout. I'm spending $400 on a 100-piece unit. So $4 a unit for Ralph Lauren, testing it out, seeing how good it is. I can afford to lose $400 if it's all junk. Oh, well, I'll just donate it and lose that $400 and chalk it up to the game. So if you're looking for wholesale and you find a connection, your first due diligence with them is to buy a small amount. If they tell you, hey, you can only buy 10,000 units off me, say, okay, sorry, I'd love to get to the point where I'm buying 10,000 units off you, but I have to test your inventory first. So I have to buy 100 units off you before I can buy 10,000. And after I buy 100, I have to buy 1,000. And after 1,000, I got to buy 2,000. I got to work my way up to that 10,000. And you got to trust that I'm going to come back to you as long as you supply me with good inventory, because sometimes they just want you to buy that 10,000 units because that's the 10,000 units that's been sitting in the corner of their warehouse and nobody's wanted to buy it, and they want to pawn it off to you, and then you're going to get stuck with a bunch of crap. So first due diligence is to buy a small amount, and that's exactly what I did. I say, hey, if you want me back, I will be back. You guys, you can see how much I'm selling on all my platforms. You can give them your eBay store and say, this is how much I sell every single month. I'll definitely be back. This is how much I sell on Whatnot every month. I want to be able to sell 500 units of your stuff a week, but to get that to that 500, I have to buy 100, and then I got to buy 500, and then I got to buy 1,000, so on and so forth. So somebody said, are you live on YouTube right now? Yeah, I'm on YouTube and Facebook right now too. If you're a new seller getting started, would you start on Whatnot? How would you gain a following? I'd be consistent. Would I start on Whatnot just starting out? Depends on what kind of inventory I had and how much inventory I can get. If you're just starting out, most likely you can't get a ton of inventory in, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense to build your business there yet. You should probably start on other platforms. But if you're able to get a whole bunch of inventory, yes, I would start on Whatnot. I would start now, and I'd just be consistent. That's how you grow your platform. Yes, I'm still doing that other site. We have wholesale coming within the next 2-3 weeks, most likely. Are you looking B-stock auctions? I've looked at B-stock, but I'm not really interested in B-stock. B-stock auctions are usually filled with a bunch of crap. I don't want a bunch of crap. Is Rag House the same as a wholesaler? Yes. Well, all a wholesaler is somebody who sells a bulk amount every single month. They just sell bulk. You are considered a wholesaler. For our listed platform, which Barry D was talking about, we sell wholesale on that platform. So basically we just sell bulk amounts to people on that platform. So yeah, there are certain rag houses that sell they get all the inventory for themselves and they sell it themselves. And there's other ones that get that inventory in, bail it, and then wholesale it off to other resellers who then sell it for a markup. But if you just sell bulk, you're basically a wholesaler. Had to me on my first show this week in the chat feed. It asks you to copy and paste your browser link. It's a scam. Got you. Okay. So that is a scam. Copy and paste your, yeah. If anything on any platform tells you to go off platform to verify anything, that's always a scam. Poshmark, when you first create an account, eBay, when you first create an account, they're going to send you all these. People are going to hit you up all day long and say, hey, I want to buy your item, but you got to send me something here, and they're going to give you a link. Don't do that. That's always a scam. No platform is going to send you off platform to do a transaction. They're always going to keep you on platform to do the transaction. Appreciate the roses, by the way. How do the rag houses get the inventory? They just buy bulk. So one way I know that they buy bulk is certain stores like Goodwill will sell their inventory overseas. They do it for a tax write-off. They basically just donate it, all the stuff that they get, or they sell it to companies overseas. Then those companies, those groups of individuals, take that stuff and they sell it back to the United States. They sort through it, so they're looking for just Patagonia, just North Face, just Polo Ralph Lauren, and they have people sorting that stuff. The reason they can afford to is because overseas they pay their people almost nothing, where you can't really do that here in the US, because if you do that, you're paying, $10, $15 an hour to sort Patagonia and North Face. It just doesn't make sense. But over there, they pay them pennies to do it. So they sort the inventory out and then they sell it back overseas to wholesalers or rag houses, or they just sell it unsorted back overseas. So they just fill up a big carton, ship it back overseas, or they sell it locally within the United States. So if you ever seen those donation bin things, where you donate your goods and it's a big square box. Sometimes those are for-profit businesses that get all of your donations and then sell it off to thrift stores. So that's how they get it. There's also other ways to do it too, probably more ways than I can even know, but those are two ways that I know. I want to go to a rag house that looks like fun. Most rag houses already have the clientele built up, so it's really hard to get into them. I'll say that. Usually you have to have a connection that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody to be able to get into them, because most of the good stuff is actually sold back overseas to Japan and China. So a lot of the heavy hitter Polo Ralph Lauren pieces, they go for crazy money overseas, like insane money in Japan, like the vintage pieces. So instead of selling them local here in the US, they'll sell them in bulk to Japan. So a lot of times when I get in contact with these rag houses, number one question I say is, how do I get your best Polo Ralph Lauren pieces? And usually I get hit with, sorry, those are already sold to Japanese buyers. I'm like, duh. Every time, every single time. Yeah, thrifting in those countries is awesome. Yeah, because they have so much stuff. All the extras go there. Like the stuff that gets unsorted by Goodwill just goes to those countries. I'm going to do a little reset on TikTok, so if you're not following me, give me a follow really quick, and I'll be right back because I got a violation. So BRB. Let me do a reset. I'll do one reset. I'm probably going to hang out for like another 15 minutes, and I'm going to go to bed. I'm actually starting to get tired. How much inventory do you need to start lives? I don't know. It depends on how big of shows you want to do. I would say you need at least like 50 pieces for a show if you're going to do a consistent show. So always have 50 pieces. Doesn't mean you have to sell all 50 pieces on that show. You could sell 20 pieces on that show. You have 30 pieces left over, and then you restock another 20 pieces for that show, and you just keep that stock rolling over until you sell all those 50 pieces on one random show that does really good, and then you restock another 50. So you need a constant supply. But when you first start out, you don't need like a whole rack of 91, or how many pieces we sold today? 91 pieces. You don't need 91 pieces because you're not going to sell 91 pieces in your first couple lives, right? If that makes sense. Appreciate you guys liking live. Sorry, I had to do a reset because I got a violation. Man. My feet and my comments right now are going absolutely insane. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water really quick because my voice is starting to go. BRB. All right, that's better. Got a little bit of water. You should have at least pretty decent social media following before you do a big show like that, though, right? Not necessarily. Depends on how you can start your prices higher. You don't need a social media following. That's a misconception. You just need to be consistent. Of course, your first show, you're not going to have 200 people in your live because you don't have the availability to advertise your show like that to get 200 people in there. You're going to start with 5 people. Just like when I went live for the first time on TikTok, I didn't have 200 people watching me when I was live. I had 5 people watching me, and I slowly built that up over time. So you're going to have the same mentality for doing shows. So just start your items at higher prices where you feel comfortable at selling them, and then you can slowly work your prices down if you want to, or you keep them the same. If you start $20 starts and you have success and you build an audience over a 3-month period that enjoys $20 starts on higher end items, keep that $20 start and keep doing it. You don't have to do your show exactly how we do our show. We don't even do dollar starts. We do $10 starts. Do you have a video on how? No, I don't have a video on that yet. Everybody keeps asking for it. Eventually, I'll get one of those up. As soon as I get some time, I'll make a guide video. It's actually very, very easy, but I will eventually make a guide video. Yes. Is it in the works? I hope so. I keep getting mixed answers like it is. There's a dedicated team, but it's not done yet. So my answer to that is hopefully soon. But I don't know. It's not like I promote Nifty. Obviously, I don't have any stake in Nifty. The only stake I have is my affiliates, and that's it. So I don't have any. I don't know the inside workings. I try to ask, but lately I've been hit with. I ask a question, I don't get an answer for like 2 weeks about it. So I don't know. We'll see. I didn't sell anything. It was my third show. Don't be discouraged. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Third show. Again, put it to my social media following, okay? Because you got to build that audience just like you build social media. On my third TikTok live, I still only had 5 people watching. It's not like on my third live I had 100 people watching and I had great success. You should expect better success on your 30th show, not your third show. It takes a lot of patience to grow on that platform just as it does social media. That's why people on social media have so much success on that platform, because they understand how to grow it. They understand that success is not going to come instantly. So, like I posted about a couple weeks ago on Facebook, if you are discouraged after, like you are, after your third live, do a whole year worth of lives. Literally what I did on TikTok every single day to grow my audience. I went live every single day, same exact time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, out in my garage taking photos for a whole year straight. So if you want to see great success, do a whole year of just WN shows. I guarantee by the 365th day, you have way better results than you do on the first day. It's obvious, right? You're going to have way better results. And if you don't see way better results, then that platform is not for you, because at that point, you should be able to sell out a whole show at that point. So yeah, patience, 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 patience. You ain't got 32 what? I ain't got 32 what? What platform is the best for a clothing seller? If you want to do static listings, I would say the Bay. If you want to sell volume, I would say WN. I agree. Do 3 levels. I do 6, 15, and 25 starting. Yep, that's good. 6, 15, and 25, or 6, 15, and 25 are great starting prices, because $6 is just the basic pieces. You get really cheap and you just want to move. Perfect. $15 is like you're making a little bit of margin, but it's not super expensive for the buyer. It's telling them this is a better item, but it's not a $6 item. It's a mid-tier item that you should probably bid 15 on because it's worth it at 15. 25 is like, I'm about to bring out my banger piece. We're about to start this at 25, and it hypes up the show. There's so many ways to hype up a show. That's a good way to put it. I like those numbers. Yeah, do a show every day for a year. The people who complain about, oh, I know you're not complaining, by the way, Patty. I'm just saying, overall, I get all the comments all the time. The only reason you're successful on WN is because that you have a social media audience. And I tell them the same thing. Okay, go live on WN for a year. That's what I did on TikTok to grow my audience. I went live for a year. So go live for a year on WN, then come back to me. Put in the same work that I did to grow my social media audience. And if you don't see results after a year, then you can come back to me and we can have a real conversation back and forth. And maybe I can help you grow your audience, because you're doing something wrong at that point. You got to be doing something wrong. I'm making 18, 13K profit a month reselling. Do you have any advice to scale further? Well, my advice is if you're doing those kind of numbers, you're doing really good. That's $100,000 profit per year. I don't think people realize 100,000 profit per year plus is really really good. It's especially doing what we're doing. That is really really good. So if you want to scale it further, I would say try to find ways to get bulk. You're obviously you know what you're doing, you know what you're picking up. Just find ways to get bulk. Yeah, I feel like wholesale is the way. Wholesale is 100% the way. Just be careful because wholesale right now you're probably working on specific margins. You know when you go to a thrift, you're buying an item for 5 and you want to sell it for $30 or more, right, Cody? You're like $30 or more. I'm not going to focus on anything else. I just want those higher dollar items. When you get into wholesale, you're going to have to buy the lower margin and the higher margin items all in one, and usually the bulk of your order is the lower margin item. So you have to understand how to flip those. Have you made one? I haven't made a shipping video yet. No, shipping is super easy though. I was supposed to be shipping on this live, but we kind of stopped. Basically, how shipping works is, for example, this order on my screen right now has random pool number 77. I'll show you the screen. I can't show you guys the screen because it shows the person's address. Here, they don't get to hold the address that long. So you can see right there, it says random pool number 77 on my screen. Okay. I set my live up, random pool and quantity of 100. As soon as I sell the first one, it says random pool number 1. Next one is random pool number 2, so on and so forth. So all I have to do is come over here and find number 77. So this is number 77. Now I know to ship this item out. We're good to go. That's how easy shipping is on that platform. I think a lot of people overcomplicate it, but if you set up a random pool live, you're just literally looking for the number placard and shipping that item. Easy peasy. I like run purple label at sudden death. Did I run one at sudden death today? I ran a purple label, but I don't remember if it was sudden death. I think it was just a regular auction. I probably could have run at sudden death, to be honest. Did I run at sudden death? I might have actually ran at sudden death. I don't remember. The show is usually a blur. I don't even realize like what things are selling for until after the show, until I can look at the final numbers, because I'm so focused on putting up the next item in front of you guys that I'm not really focusing too much on what things are selling for. I might peek at it every once in a while just to make sure numbers are good for the consigners. But for the most part, after I see the first like 5 to 10 items do well, I know the majority of the show is going to do well. So then I just stop focusing on the numbers. The GOAT DFW hopping in chat. DFW. 100 is normal if you put in the time. 100 is normal if you put in the time. What do you mean by that? I missed it. DFW is a GOAT. We got a GOAT in the chat. Yeah, he's a GOAT. He's 25K followers. I'll give him a follow. Nice. GOAT in the chat. 100 is normal. 100 is normal for what? Like the number of viewers? I think if you just start out, 100 viewers is a little overkill. I think you get to 100 viewers. If that's what you were saying, I don't know. I was kind of off on a tangent there. Oh, I did? I ran it sudden death? Okay, cool. I remember now. I ran it sudden death. How many seconds do you set your auctions for? I was doing 10 seconds to keep things moving, but I almost felt too short. So I do a mix. Usually now, like on tonight's show, the majority of what we sold was 10 seconds with 5-second increments, meaning the person has 5 seconds to bid after. Basically, the way the auction works is you have 10 seconds, but if somebody bids between 1 and 5 seconds, it goes back up to 5 seconds. So a 10-second auction could last 30 seconds if the people keep bidding on the auction, right? Where did I put the other package? Sudden death is 10 seconds. They only have 10 seconds to bid. That's it. We do a mix of both. So if I can see the show's running a little too long and I'm starting to lose the crowd, I'll actually switch over to a sudden death model and just start sudden deathing everything and checking the prices when I run the first few sudden deaths and make sure they're good. If they're good, I'll just keep running that model until the end of the show, because some people's attention span are so short nowadays. You can't keep a show going for 3, 4, 5 hours. I feel like that show, especially for our audience, is just way too long, and it's way too long for me too. So we switch to sudden death. If you feel like that's not enough time, go to a 15-second. Try 15, try 20. There's tons of options. Selling shoes for years. I think he means 100K year profit. Oh, 100K year profit. What did he say? I forget now. 100K is 100 is normal if you put in the time. Yeah, but 100K is good. even though it's normal, I don't think it's normal. By the way, I think to get to 100K profit as a reseller selling thrifted items mostly, 100K profit. We're talking about profit, not sales. 100K sales is easy to hit. 100K profit, and like you got to give big ups to the person that's hitting 100K profit. I didn't hit 100K profit until my like third, I think probably third or fourth year into reselling. Probably 2022 is when I hit my first 100K year profit. Yeah, so it takes time to get to that. It's not something that's easy. But do you use a spreadsheet for books? Yeah, I have a spreadsheet on my page somewhere, but I also use Nifty. It keeps up with most of my numbers. So if it's Pure House podcast sponsored by the Bay, or do you agree? Or do you agree that it's the best selling platform? Um, no, they're not sponsored. I don't think the Bay sponsors podcasts. I don't think they do. No, I don't think they do. Do I think it's the best selling platform? For stagnant listings, yes, 100%. If you're just doing listings, then yes, it is the best platform by far. If you are into the live selling space like we are, I would say WN is where most people are going. WN a couple of years ago was like a niche. People were like, I'm not going to go to that platform. I'm never going to sell on that platform. I was actually one of those people that said that. It's just it's something new that it's getting catchy, but it's not there yet. And now look at it, like there's people making full-time incomes. There's literally probably 300 shows being run right now at this very there's probably more than 300 shows being run right now at this very time. um I would say in the near future, I think a lot more people even watching this right now who haven't tried WN are going to try WN. Do you weigh each item to determine shipping, or do you know since you've been doing this a while? So tonight's show, all those items on the rack were 1 pound shipping. The reason I chose 1 pound is the majority of them are under 1 pound. So my bet is the person that buys the 2 pound item will buy multiple 11-ounce items. That's usually how it works out, which will offset that 2 pound shipping charge. That's usually what happens. If not, every week I have 5 label adjustments that I can do when I ship that are free. So if 3 people have a higher weight item, and I don't really have that many higher weight items in tonight's show anyway, but let's say the shacket that you see right there, you can kind of see that buffalo plaid shacket, that's a 2 pound item. If that's 2 pounds and they only bought that one item, I would just do a label adjustment. I have 5 of those a week for free, so it doesn't really affect me. WN, I can't say the platform, but somebody in the chat can probably say it. Their website is down for full-time WN. What do you mean by that? WN site is currently up and running. What are your thoughts about owning a store like Plato's? I would love to, but you're not allowed to sell online when you run a store like Plato's. So I've already talked to some Plato's and some Uptown Cheapskate owners to try to get in their mind and try to figure out how they run their business and ask them why they don't sell online. Like if I owned one of those stores, I would do a show in the middle of the middle of the room every single day at 12 p.m. All that stuff that I get in that day, I would just run on WN, or the majority I'd just run on WN. These stores have a back stock room full of inventory that they can't bring out because their shelves are full. It's a really weird business model, but they're legally, I think, based off their franchise, they're not allowed to sell online. So that's why they don't do it. So I wouldn't buy into that model. I would make my own business model. I would open my own K-Ways closet or something like that and run it how I want to run it. So you calculate the net profit on every transaction. I have a spreadsheet that does that for me, and I have Nifty that does that for me too. Yeah, I think it's weird that they don't sell online either. They started to during COVID, but they stopped. Isn't prepared to do lives. But I think that they could train people to do that. You only have to train one person to be able to do a live every day. It only takes, the thing is you need to bring in somebody that knows how to do lives to be able to do it. So, yeah, I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting better at not saying the platform, but that's the platform in the chat. What spreadsheet do you use? I can't say where it is, but if you're smart enough on my profile, you can find it. You can find where it's at on my profile. K-Ways closet, like you described. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to own my own store one of these days. I already talked about this on live before. I want to be able to have like a Plato's closet and literally have a showcase in the center of the floor. So you have all the racks around you, and then you have a showcase at the center of the floor with a rack behind you. So the scene would basically be me standing in the middle of my store, have people shopping all around me, looking at the racks, looking at the items, and I'm live selling directly in the middle of the store. So you get the ambiance, you get the background noise, you get everybody shopping behind you. So people are interested. They hop in your live. They're like, "What's going on? Like, why are people shopping behind you?" And you're like, "Hey, this is my store. We do live sales here every single day at 12 p.m. All the new fresh inventory we bring to you guys." So I literally had all this inventory brought to me today, and I'm going to sell it to you guys. We're going to do $5 starts. Most of the stuff that is bought at those stores are bought under $5. So you'd automatically start in the profit. You can liquidate all your inventory super fast, get all that money back same day, and then go buy more stuff the next day. And then you just rinse and repeat every single day. And also, then you get all the people. Why don't they do that? I have no clue. Then you get all the people around you that are shopping that go to the register and like, what is that guy doing? He's in the middle of the floor. He's selling stuff in the middle. What is he doing? And then you're like, oh yeah, he's selling on that platform that I can't say on right now because I'm on TikTok, but he's selling on that platform. And oh, by the way, if you want to buy on that platform, here's a $15 code. Scan this QR code and you'll get $15 for free. And you can join the show. Once you scan it, you'll download the app. Then you're giving your customers a free $15 given to you by the other platform to spend in your store. Like it's genius idea, but I don't have the capital to be able to do that. Am I on every night at this time? No, I'm randomly on. Well, it's not that they're dumb. It's not that they're dumb. It's not that the stores are dumb. They're franchised. They have specific rules. They have to give so much of their profit back to the franchise every single year. So if they were selling on multiple platforms, they would have to have ways to track all of that money after platform fees, how much they paid for the items, all that stuff. It all gets commingled, and it's very, very tricky to keep all the numbers the same. So that's why they don't do it. Because I've already had conversations with Plato's. I've had conversations with Uptown. I had a really good conversation with the lady who ran Uptown Cheapskate locally in Palm Harbor. If you're in the Palm Harbor area, that lady was super smart. I had a good hour-long conversation with her, but literally they're just not allowed to do it. So to be able to do it, you have to have a lot of upfront money, and that's why I haven't done it yet. You have to have a lot of upfront money to buy a bunch of inventory, and then a lot of advertising to get the word out that you are now the new Plato's Closet and you're the cooler online Plato's Closet. And I don't have the money to do that. So yeah, the Plato's near me literally had an event called the Depop event. I was like, do you guys sell on that platform? They're like, no, we just called it that event because they wanted to draw that crowd into the store, but they don't actually sell on that platform. I thought that was very weird. Owner asked higher ups, and it was approved. I was hoping to do more with them soon. That's good. That's good. But what they're doing is they're selling through you, and they're probably giving you a commission off of. I don't know how you got that worked out, Dora. I'd love to hear how you got that worked out. If you want to discuss that off platform too, that's cool. But most likely, I'm thinking they'll probably pay you a commission to run that show. That's how they get around it. That's kind of how I was trying to get. I was trying to do that with Uptown. So basically, my deal with them would have been basically whatever I buy. So I run a show in your store, and instead of charging me full retail price, you charge me 30% off. So I make my 30% margin, and I just get 30% off of whatever's in your store plus whatever I sell it for. And they're able to move more volume, and I make a 30% margin, and they just give me a 30% off deal. So when I go to the register, if my cost of goods is $100, they would only charge me $70, and then I would make whatever that show made. So some of those items that they charge $10 for might actually sell for $15 to $20 on my show. So I get them for $7, and then I make that $20, and I'm able to move volume out of their store. That's what I wanted to do, but it never worked out. And one of the reasons, I guess, should I say this? I don't know. I guess I could say it. Nobody knows who this person is, but there was a reseller there the day that we went to have the conversation with the owner, and this reseller afterwards was buddy. I hope this person's watching, by the way, and I hope they get really nervous after they hear this because I know exactly who this person is. This person told the owner that we run a shady business, and the owner basically said that she didn't want to work with us after she took her word for it. And I was like, shady business? What do we do that's a shady business? So this reseller is trying to work out a deal with Plato's, or not, with Uptown Cheapskate, so that they can sell some of their high-end stuff on Posh. And because they thought that we were going to take that stuff away from them, they just made up a huge story about how we run a shady business. So I hope that person's watching. I know they're probably not. One day I'm going to have a conversation with that person. I know I'm going to run into them because they live locally to me, but they basically ruined that whole deal for us because they got jealous that we were basically going to take a good portion of what they were trying to get with them. So how do you ship a baseball cap in one of these boxes? Yeah, people are shady. That's all I gotta say. People are shady. I ship hats in these boxes right here, 8x6x4. These work perfect for hats. You can get these basically anywhere. I get these free, obviously, from this platform. But you just fold up the hat. And the reason I ship hats in boxes is because the brim of the hat can get bent, and then it's basically like people don't like that. It can get ruined. And then you just stick the hat in an 8x6x4 box. So, yeah, Goodwill's doing their own WN shows. I saw that. But also, I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know how much margin they're making. So, do you ever get behind on your spreadsheet? Absolutely. I always get behind on my numbers. I have to catch up very frequently because I bought out their events twice, just paid the amount, just bought it all. I must have missed your other comment. I spent $2,502 back in 2022. They banned me from going. Oh, like you went into the store and bought that much from them? Damn. And they banned you from going? That's so weird because they knew that you were reselling it. Because franchise fees, they charge. Yeah, it's all because of the franchise. That's all it is. I would worry about some sort of infringement. What do you mean? That's so weird. You bought out their stores twice and they banned you from the store. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. I gotta check on something really quick, chat. Hold on. My phone's blowing up again. My phone's blowing up again. Let's see where this video is at, by the way. I want to check. My computer's so slow lately. I need to get a new computer. Let's see. Where is this video at? Oh, 5.k likes. 2.4 million views. You guys want to see something crazy? Next time you complain, next time you think like content is too hard to make, I just want you to watch this video. Just watch this video. Just do yourself a favor and watch this video. Just take a gander. Hold on, I'll show you guys too. Just literally watch that video. You can watch it on the platform you're on right now too. That's how much I made off of that video. That is a 14-second video. 2.4 million views. That's how much I made on that video. That is... next week, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm going to admit this ahead of time for you guys. I am literally going to post 10 of those videos next week. Probably within the first 3 days of the week. And see how they do. I'm going to blast those videos out. Shout out to Thriftology. If you're not following Thriftology on IG, make sure you give her a follow. I literally stole that video idea completely from her. I made sure I tagged her in that video to give her credit for it, but that video is 14 seconds. It's only been posted. When did I post this video? I posted it. Does it tell me when I posted this video? It doesn't say when I posted it. Why does it give me more analytics on the computer than it does on the phone? Hold on. Content. When did I post that video? I posted it yesterday at like 8 p.m. So that video has been live for 1 day and 4 hours. 1 day and 4 hours. And that video has made me $300. Oh yeah, I'm sorry ahead of time. I know a lot of people hate it when a creator posts the same videos over and over and over again, but I'm going to literally blast those videos next week. It's too good of a hook not to do, and it's going to make a lot of people mad. Do you receive your Jaden's printer? I haven't received it yet. I received the rolls for the Jaden's printer, but I haven't received the Jaden's printer yet. So as soon as I get it in, I hope it gets here by tomorrow. I'm going to make a video on that one too. Just got home from a bachelor party. Let's go. A bachelorette party. Ooh la la. What happened on the bachelorette party? You want to give us any details? You watched that video when we posted it? Yeah, a lot of people did. It's a good one. What is the video? Go on my TikTok. My last video I posted. It's the same exact video. I post the same videos everywhere. On TikTok, it hasn't taken off yet. Probably because it's under a minute long. And usually TikTok doesn't favor those videos. But the other platforms do. See, somebody's trying to cancel an order on... Come on, people. You can't cancel orders. Chat. Don't be that person that after the show, literally 4 hours after the show's done, you try to cancel an order. The answer is going to be no. The person that did it tonight on our show, super nice, came in and said, hey, my kid swiped. Whether that's true or not, I don't care. They were at least nice enough to say it during the live so I could rerun the item. If you message me 4 hours after the show to cancel an order, I have to be the bad guy and I got to say no. These are not my items. These are all consigned. I can't tell the consigner, sorry, I can't sell your item because somebody wants to cancel. So please don't be that person. I don't want to be the bad guy, but I got to be the bad guy. What are they complaining about? It's not on TikTok. It's on Facebook. Any content creator tips? Just I talked about this on the other two platforms before I started here. Research content just like you do research sold comps. Go on the feed and just scroll through and look for viral reselling videos. And one of them is going to click with you and you're going to be like, that's an easy video for me to make. I probably have a piece of content in my phone that I can literally make that video right now. If that video has 1 million views and you copy the style of the video, you don't have to copy it to a T, but you can copy the style of the video, there's a good chance your video is going to take off too. And if it doesn't, just keep rinsing and repeating. You don't like the Jaden's print? I'm going to test it out, see if I like it. So far, everybody says they like it. You're the first person that says they didn't like it. So, is it because you have a lot of followers? No. I actually talked about this. Go watch my Facebook stories, by the way. Does this say... This doesn't give me analytics like my phone does. Hold on. I got 2,000 followers off that, by the way. Oh, here, hold on. See insights. Let me see. So this number is not updated, by the way. This number is super skewed right now because the numbers don't update for 24 hours, every 24 hours. But that's how many of my followers watched my video. I can show you guys too. Hold on. You're going to look at my face twice. That's how many of my followers watched the video. That's how many non-followers watched the video. So if you just make a viral piece of content, you don't need followers because this is all the people that didn't watch my video right there. Boom. Or didn't follow me right there. Boom. And then off that video, I've gained... Oh, it doesn't say it on this page. Hold on. I've gained 2,400 followers off that video. 2,400. 60% increase from all of my other content. So no, you don't need followers to get viral videos. You just got to get viral videos. You just got to post viral videos. And I'll tell you this, if you're posting on TikTok right now, and you think that this is the platform to grow on, you're wrong 100 million %. You should be posting all of your content to Facebook. Every single video you post here should be posted there for two reasons. One, the chance of your post going viral on Facebook is so much higher than it is on TikTok. Two, you are monetized for every single post you make, no matter if it's 10 seconds long or if it's 3 minutes long or if it's a full-length video. You're monetized on all of those. You're not monetized on all those on TikTok. Your video has to be a minute long, and you have to have 10,000 followers. On Facebook, you just have to unlock monetization. The way you do that is you just post regularly. So, just post regularly. Just go look at that. Go look at the video. It's 14 seconds long. I didn't use my voice at all in it. It's a video literally every single one of you guys can make. Tomorrow, or tonight, you can make it tonight and post it tonight. Every single one of you can make that video. Every one of you. And that video has made me $300. And I saw that video literally yesterday. The girl who posted it had 15 million views on her video. So all I did was just take her idea and put it to my item and use the same concept, and boom, mine took off. So, do you use a Lightbox for photos? I do. That's my Lightbox I use for photos. It's also linked elsewhere. Do you post to a Facebook? No, so I actually post all my Facebook content on IG first. IG is linked to my Facebook. So if you go look at all of my posts, it says at the top, it says posted by Instagram. That's because I posted to my Instagram first. Instagram's linked with my Facebook, and then it posts to my Facebook. So to post on both platforms, I only have to post on one. It just does it all together. Sure, it's at angle. Nice. You're doing the angle photos? Good. Nice. I'm about to make 5K a year doing videos. Making viral content just feels bad, cringe. I wouldn't feel like it if you're being super clickbaity, like you got your shirt off and you're running around and pulling orders and like being a lunatic, then I don't do that kind of content. But the video that I just posted, it's it's a teachable video too, because most of you probably have never heard that brand. So it makes you think like, hey, I'm gonna remember that brand next time I go thrifting. That's my point to it. You should never feel cringy about making viral content though. If you make content the way you want to make content, why would you feel cringy about that? Can you check those? Do you remember me? Can I send you a PM? You can send me a PM, but I'm good chance I probably won't answer it. I'm not just saying that because I want to be mean. I can try to remember after live, but to be honest, if you guys saw my DMs, I talked about this morning. If you guys saw my DMs, they're flooded. I can never get back to everybody. Would cancel and I would pay shipping, purchase them. I asked if they would cancel and I would pay shipping to whoever purchased them. Never answered me. What are you talking about, Tori? For my show or for somebody else's show? Call it K-Way's Closet and the clearance section be Surf's Closet. Did you make 300 from all 3 platforms or just one platform? That's just Facebook. That's just Facebook. That video is also posted on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok too. So I'm also making money on those. But for right now, Facebook is the only one that's taken off. I should go find more flannels. I keep selling them, but I can't find them in Florida. It's super hard to find flannels here. We find tons of short sleeve shirts, but yeah, I had the same issue. That's why I go to red, white, and blue. Where's your Facebook page? Just go type in my name on Facebook and go to the pages. When you search my name, I think it comes up with a profile, but don't go to the profile. Go to the page, and you'll see it's the one with 225,000 followers. It should say 225K under my name, and that's my Facebook page. I thought it was going to be shoes overpriced, not big profit. Yes, that's exactly why that video takes off, because at first it's going to hook 2 types of people. That's why that video is so genius, and Thriftology deserves all the credit for it. The video is so genius because it makes you think I'm about to show an overpriced item. So the people who are angry at Goodwill watch the video, and the people who aren't angry at Goodwill and just want to see the finds watch the video. And then when I show the price and show the comp, people are like, oh, that's actually a really good deal. And then the people that are pissed off at resellers start commenting on the video and start engaging and making that video go wild. So everybody sticks around on that video. It's literally from the resellers to the average consumer will watch that video and see exactly what the price is. Appreciate you, Kim. Everybody will watch what the price is on that video. That's why it's so genius. So when I watched that video, I was like, when I watched her original video, I was like, this is such a good video. Such a good video. I did get the Shippo funds. Yes. Yeah. For those of you who are using Shippo, I guess I can get a violation now. We've been on live. I'm probably going to hop off in a minute. If you've gone through my link in my bio and signed up for Shippo, just keep in mind, after you spend the $25, you're going to get $25 in credit. That will come off of your invoice. So Shippo charges you every night for all of your purchases. They don't charge you individually because your credit card would get hit. Whoops, I still got it over here. Your credit card would get hit with multiple fees or multiple transactions over and over again, and they don't want to do that. So they charge your card once at night. And then when they charge your card once at night, if you have any available credits, they come off of that. So if you get your free 25, you're not going to see like a $25 credit come up on the screen. It'll just take off of your invoice at the end. So you can just read your invoice for the next day after you hit the 25, and you should start seeing the $25 come off. I've had a couple people say that, like, I didn't see my invoice, or I didn't see my credit. It comes off in your invoice. What's selling the most right now? Jackets. Is that a personal face? No, it's not a business account. It's a page. It's not a personal Facebook account. It's a page linked to my Facebook account. So if you didn't know, you can create a Facebook account and you can have multiple pages hooked up to that Facebook account. So I have the List It Facebook page. I have the K-Way Shop Facebook page, and I think I have another one too. Oh, the Bolo page that I didn't really do anything with. So I have all 3 of those. Yeah, it's just a Facebook reel. It's literally just a Facebook reel, and it's 14 seconds long, and it's at whatever amount of views I said. So you're just you're not a bad guy, just a business guy. Yeah, I know. It's okay. I love those people. If you go to the comment section right now of that video on Facebook, you will see it's just miserable people commenting, and like, just go look at their pages. It's always the people that are the loudest that have no profile picture of themselves. It's a picture of a dog, or it's a picture of a political figure, or it's a picture of a political saying. It's those people that are always the loudest on the internet because they can hide behind their profile and be nice and negative and loud. And I just find it funny all the time. And those people just don't understand. Every time they comment negatively on my post, it literally just takes my post and pushes it to more people that are negative. And the only person who wins in this whole circumstance is me. That's it. Do you do WN? Yeah, everything on that rack tonight was sold on WN. Amazon? No, I'm going to get a violation now. I shouldn't have said that word. Click on the billing and track it. Yep, that's how you track it, is you go to your billing. This live has been so informative. Thanks for sharing all the info and navigating us. Appreciate you being here, Lisa. Gosh, you're still here. Go to bed. Shut up, Erica. Erica, you said are you coming over on Saturday or no? I don't think you hit Kayla back up. Are you coming over? Because if so, I gotta mess up the couch and have the dog like pee on it or something. So no, I'm just kidding. Any new updates with Nifty Saw? They have an app now. Do they have an app? I have no clue. I know the web is an app. When you go on Nifty, it's basically like an app. Maybe there is an app. I didn't see any new updates. One thing I'll say about Nifty is I love the platform. I will say this. They don't keep us affiliates informed of any of the new changes. Most of the time that I hear about a change, I'm hearing it from you guys first, and then I'm finding out about it later. That's one thing I wish they did a better job of, is like informing us about things. But I don't think there's an app. I think you just go on if you go on the nifty.ai, it's actually an app on your phone. It's through the actual web interface. It changes over to an app when you're on the website, so it works the same. So, okay, I'll hit you up. I'll definitely have to hit you up. I want to just gotta see what time I get done helping my friend, but I hope so. Okay, cool. I'll let her know. Where do you sell? I sell on TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop. Ted said, no, I don't sell on TikTok Shop. I sell on multiple platforms. If you look at my page, you'll probably figure out. I just can't say those platforms here because if I do, I get a violation like literally every time. So I'm trying to be a good boy tonight and not get a violation. But if you go scroll through my profile, you probably will figure out where exactly I sell. But yeah, I haven't seen anything about an app, so I don't know where that information got out from, but I haven't seen anything. I'll take a look after the live and see if I can find a place. But yeah, I sell on all those platforms. What Angel just said in the comments, that's where I sell. So, it's jerks like you that explains why Goodwill is now pricing blah, 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 blah. That's the last comment that just came in. I got a ton of vinyl from my room, 70-80 stuff. Got a ton of vinyl from my mom. Oh, I said room. From my mom. I know some vinyl can sell well, but I don't sell hard goods, so I can't really help you there, to be honest. I'm lost in the sauce when it comes to that. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. I'm going to go ahead and head off and get some sleep. I don't know if we're going to do a shipping live tomorrow. I'm probably just going to ship the rest of this stuff out tomorrow and get ready for Halloween. So no show tomorrow. Remember, no show. We did a show tonight. We'll do our next WN show. Will be on Saturday. So if you're watching on TikTok, by the way, I might as well say it now because I'm probably going to get a violation anyway. If you go through my link in my bio and sign up for Whatnot, there's a link in my bio. You get $15 for free if you've never signed up before. So go there. We'll have a show on Saturday. It's literally free money. There's no catches. You just got to create a new account. You can spend it on my show or anybody else's show. It doesn't matter. So feel free to go get your free money. And then, yeah, we'll be probably live. I might be live some point tomorrow, maybe doing some listings or something like that. But then go enjoy some time with the fam tomorrow for Halloween. So if you've got any plans, make sure you go spend some time with the family, enjoy yourselves, take a night off from doing some listings and reselling, and go get some candy with the kiddos. But yeah, appreciate you.